I was listening to an interview done with Hannah Arendt. She said that the banality of evil was actually more like the stupidity of evil. She claimed that some murderers are more likable than others. She wasn't condoning or inciting murder, but just pointing out that the Eichmanns of the world are perhaps some of the most unlikable murderers of all time. There's no passion to it. There's no reasoning behind it. She's not saying murder is moral, but she's saying that there's some context. And that the Eichmanns of the world, those who punch into the work clock of evil, are the most stupid people that exist. They're why stuff like the Holocaust happened. It's not that human nature led to the Holocaust or any other big-time oppressive situation. C. Wright Mills said the conspiracies in the institutions. Wilhelm Reich said it's the social psychology of masses of people that forms the bedrock of totalitarianism. Hannah Arendt was saying, well, it's not really that simple. And if we call that human nature, then we're removing blame and guilt from what people actually did and do, or do if we're discussing psychiatry. I just found out today that Michaela Peterson, the daughter of Jordan Peterson, was on antidepressants from age 12 to 24. That means that Jordan Peterson was a fraud and a fake and a shill for the pharmaceutical industry and the shrinks, despite himself being a psychologist. That's probably how he got tenure. That's probably how he ended up in that college and getting on TV and stuff. Because he has been a sellout. I watched a few of his lectures. The guy makes no sense at all. He's just a blowhard, throwing stuff at the wall, seeing if anything will stick. I plugged psychiatrist into YouTube search, and yet again I'm finding people who have tardive dyskinesia. These are the people pushing it on us. Here's a Katie Morden who might look familiar. She has over 1 million subscribers. Here she is 4 years ago, promoting the use of psychiatric pills.
The problem is that you often can't get people to do the exercise
because
and
they
the
don't
better
feel
sleep
motivated.
and stuff like that. So they don't. So sometimes you can kickstart them with the medication and then take them off the medication as they start to do things better.
Yeah.
And they'll often say, I don't know if I'm feeling better because of the medication or because I'm doing these other things.
Here she is from a couple weeks ago. She's a complete mess. She's got tardive dyskinesia to the yin-yang. And here she is, continuing to shill for that. So we're looking at the banality of psychiatry. We're looking at the stupidity of psychiatry, where it's hard to fathom how anyone can be supporting it. So you look at Arendt's question about Eichmann and the banality of evil, and it can be used with other topics, such as how does psychiatry happen? How is this still going on? Here's a shrink who was promoted by Wired magazine. I am making no edit cuts. The cuts are made by the video maker for this shrink. Watch as he obviously has tardive dyskinesia, and that's why those edits are made. Here's a shrink who, she's both victim and shrink. She got into it, she became a psychiatrist, or she did her internship in psychiatry. Now she's a mess. So yes, search for psychiatrists and people promoting it, and you'll see that they're on the pills. Scientology and Tom Cruise were used as strawmen. It's time for psychiatry to be abolished. I still believe in psychology and psychoanalysis. I do believe in a lot of that stuff, although one should probably add a healthy dose of Krishnamurti to that concoction. And here's some Aunt Bibi, because she's the best example to scare people away from those pills. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm not trying to trigger anyone. Like I've said before, both people I like and hate have tardive dyskinesia. So I can't use it as a weapon, and it would be immoral to do so. I look at people with tardive dyskinesia as victims. I don't look at the shrinks as victims. Maybe a little bit, but no. All children put on these pills were victims. Jordan Peterson's looking for sympathy when he was part and parcel of the problem. That's what I'm trying to say. I could have easily been messed up because I have Asperger's. I have autism spectrum disorder.